Welcome to our channel. Today's video, we will be exposing the developing story about famous YouTuber and podcaster Zach Justice. Recent allegations have been claimed against Zach, which have caused significant damage, including Tara Yummy's decision to leave their podcast, The Dropouts, that she co-hosted with him. Join us as we take a closer look at the evidence that has come to light and how the internet has reacted to it. We'll also explore Tara Yummy's response to the controversy and why she felt compelled to distance herself from Zach and his podcast. On July 9th, Tara Yummy posted a YouTube video announcing her separation from the podcast and reasoned it by saying she just wanted to do her own thing.
I like to keep my videos pretty lighthearted. Being on a podcast, sometimes I got really vulnerable, and that's not something I'm used to doing. And I like being on the podcast because I like to yap for like an hour, because who doesn't? Trust me, it's what I'm best at. But sometimes we play games like hot takes, and I don't always want to give my hot take. You know, I'm not a very opinionated person. I just like to yap and have fun, and I like to keep things lighthearted and fun. When I'm making content, I want you guys to feel like FaceTime with me, and I feel like being on a podcast didn't really feel like that. Unless it was my own podcast, and I kind of controlled that narrative. And that's something I may do in the future, who knows? And sometimes when you're on a podcast with other people, that narrative can get spun out.
Her sudden decision to leave the podcast made fans speculate the real reason behind her exit, and most were quick to correlate it with the recent allegations against Zach.
You're right. So right now, you turned 18 recently, right?
Yeah, recently, last August.
And how old are you now?
Just turned 25.
Just turned 25.
Mid-life crisis.
Mid-life crisis, yeah. Did you know your brain is now almost fully developed?
Listen.
That's really unfortunate.
I'm being dead serious.
My frontal lobe.
Exactly.
That's unfortunate.
Well, it's actually fortunate, and hopefully from this point on, your choices you make in life will be a little smarter.
About who I hang out with? I'm picking up what you're putting down. I should distance myself from...
Maybe not. Okay. Maybe not. You can interpret it however way you like.
I got you. I saw the wink, though.
Zachary, there was no wink.
Back in June, a TikToker named Xenowena made a 3-part series called Zach Justice, You're Strange, and exposed him for his offensive and problematic behavior. She pointed out his past relationship with TikToker Indiana Massara and brought attention to the shocking age gap between them, as they initially met when Zach was 21 and Indiana was only 14.
One thing about me is that I'm not going to be gaslit about my beliefs. I'm also going to preface by saying everything that I say in this video and everything I've said about this situation prior has been alleged. Today I was getting my hair done, and while I was out, I got multiple comments on my Instagram from Zach Justice. For context, these comments are about a video I made about his relationship with Indiana. Now I'm going to briefly recap what I said in those 2 videos. Again, allegedly, both Indiana and Zach were friends and knew each other while she was a minor, aka 14, 15, and he was around the age of 22. He worked for her mom, they knew each other, he would comment on her Instagram posts. Again, here are the posts I showed for context. This is all documented. Again, this is all public, documented information. Don't know what to say. Anyways, moving on, they dated after she turned 18. Again, all allegedly. Never did I convict anyone of anything, call anyone any certain name. Never did I use the word groomer. What I did do was I commented on how I thought this behavior was weird. Anyways, back on Insta, I proceeded to get a series of text messages about how I was weird for twisting the narrative and painting him into a villain. And also I was told that I was undermining real victims. I asked multiple times how I was twisting the narrative, how I was painting him into the villain when I really just recited, again, public information. And I never did get clarity on that. I was just told that I was skewing the narrative over and over again. It was the same paragraph basically over and over. So he ends up blocking me, and I'm like, okay, cool, what a weird day. And hours later, I'm getting the same comments, the same narrative from Indiana this time.
Several clips and screenshots were then dug out, confirming the weird and abnormal relation between the two, even though they claim to have pursued each other after Indiana turned 18.
And I'm going to bring this up right now. Zach and I met when I was 14 years old. That's going to get clipped.
That feels so weird.
He worked for, I guess, pretty much my mom at the time. He edited my YouTube videos. In exchange, had a room in my mom's apartment. Literally, I can't even express to you how much nothing happened.
Yeah, I sure hope not. You're 14
But
years
I know,
old.
I'm trying to
Okay, I thought you were like backtracking. Like,
no, because there have been so many things on comments, Reddits, like TikTok videos, like saying that I'm a victim, saying that Zach groomed me. And I would like to set the fucking record straight. I am not a victim.
What seemed creepier was the unsettling brother-sister dynamic they played along to, only for him to make consistent inappropriate jokes at her and eventually start dating her.
Hey, we're here with a 13-year-old girl, or as Jared calls it, a normal weekend.
Oh,
what?
Oh, absolutely not.
Love your If we had an HR department, that would be harassment. Hey, buddy. Hey, guys.
I'm turning him in for harassment.
She's turning him in for harassment.
He said he loved my
Objection.
objection.
Hearsay, Your Honor.
What? So hear me out. You can't say that.
After their breakup, several people made remarks about their age gap, and Zach was getting called out for allegedly grooming Indiana. This eventually made Indiana come forward and try to clear out the allegations, but people disregarded her statement as she is undoubtedly a victim who is unable to realize that she was groomed.
Trisha Paytas saying I'm a victim is the craziest thing ever. The fact that that woman has a leg to stand on is insane. She has no idea who I am. She has no idea about my situation nor how I feel about any situation. That's all I'm going to say on that.
Zach has since made numerous inappropriate, racist, and misogynistic jokes under the cover of satire, including some disgusting comments about co-host Tara Yummy.
Kyle's dream.
What?
Because like you're like small and dainty, so it's like you're kind of like a kid. I'm just saying you could like help people. They should put you in prisons with like to like help them get past all that. I don't know. I'm just trying to help the community, I think. Anyway.
Cool. Great.
We're mook banging.
We're gonna bang that mook today.
We're gonna bang that
ready?
hard and deep.
Ooh, should we try? Guys, really quick.
I won't include that part. I'm gonna include that part.
Ex-friends of Zach and fellow YouTubers showed their concerns about the allegations claimed against Zach and expressed their disappointment and disgust towards his behavior, with Trisha being the first YouTuber to openly discuss the matter on her podcast, Just Trish.
All of this stuff to me, like the comments he made before she turned 18 were obviously very flirty on her Instagram. There was like so many things that they clearly had a friendship. And he said it himself. He was like on her, she was about to have an 18th birthday. They were going to celebrate it with her. So you're clearly friends with this person before they're 18, but he acted like with her like they weren't. And I think for me, which we always talk about, is like being friends with people that are underage when you're of age. Like, there's like no excuse for that. There's like no reason to be friends with this girl that's like underage. You know what I mean? Like, it's like if she's in this abusive relationship, which they said she was, it's like, you know, you contact, you know, her mother, her parents, someone to do something about it. It's like you as the boy.
YouTuber Film Cooper also took advantage of his platform and voiced his opinion on the sensitive subject, calling Zach out for displaying all 5 warning signs of a groomer.
At best case scenario, Zach Justice is a total creep, and that's as far as I'm willing to say. I'm not gonna say the other things because I don't know you, but I do know what you've posted, and what you have posted makes you creep. Nobody is insinuating anything other than the evidence that you publicly posted being a fully pieced together 5 warning signs of grooming. At best, you have painted a perfect picture of what a groomer looks like. I just want to say, maybe you're not a certified but what you are is somebody who fully displayed the 5 warning signs of grooming. And then when that girl was legal, you started dating her. And for me, that's enough to never want to support you or watch anything you ever do again. And to click not interested whenever you pop up on my FYP with some slow burn romance with Tara Yummy. By the way, pretty sure that's dead. And I feel like your career is too. Like, honestly, with this stuff coming to light, there's no way that people are just gonna like look past this. It's so dramatically disgusting.
Another YouTuber that used his voice against Zach's unsettling behavior was Lewis McClung, who pointed out Zach's weird obsession with kids.
Whether the allegations are real or not, Zach Justice is a creep, okay? I don't care how much dark humor you spout out of your glorious little mouth there, but it's not gonna take away from the fact that you're a weirdo, a creep, a loser. But I'm a creep, I'm a weirdo. What the hell am I doing here? With a, 18-year-old that I had to wait for them to become the age of consent so that I could get their consent because I was just waiting for it. I don't think Zach is making jokes, okay? I think he's actually a bad person, and I actually think that as more evidence comes forward, we're gonna learn more and more bad things about Zach Justice and what he likes to get up to in his free time.
This recent turn of events is what people are reasoning to for Tara's sudden announcement, calling it a saving face move. What do you guys think? Share your thoughts in the comments below. We hope this video sheds some light on this situation. If you found it helpful, please like and subscribe for more. See you next time.